Hey guys, Trey Campbell here. Today's date is 9/13/2019. I wanted to make a quick video and just kind of go over with you a trading, I won't really call it a mistake because it wasn't a mistake, but I think it was a good learning point because I learned a little bit of something off of it. So that's why I try to make these videos, is when I think that I can have something that's worth teaching. And I think that what just happened to me was an excellent time to throw the camera on and just kind of make a just kind of make a video on why it went the way it went. Now I ended up only losing $10 on this trade, so it wasn't bad, but I want to show you why I did what I did. Now when we started moving up out of here, you can see this area right here, I started building a short into this, and my short average was at 78.95, which was about right there somewhere. Well, not exact, but just somewhere in that area. And once we created this candle right here and we pulled back, see, we started pulling back in right here. Now I had an exit at 78.90 sitting there, and we came really close to that. We only got from here to here and then turned back around, and instead of just taking what I could get right there, it came pretty close, and just walk away with what I happy, I dug in and said, okay, I'm gonna wait for the second time to come down. Well, it did not happen. So what happened was, I mentally, because I'm working with touch brackets, so you have to remember, when you're working with touch brackets, all your stop losses have to be manually put in and placed. And I've gone over this in older videos. If you watch my older videos, you'll see how I tell you how I do stop losses. Now, I identified the top of this area right here, and you gotta look at the time too. So we're almost at the end of the day, and I don't want to mess around, and sometimes we can get just really crazy at the end of the day. So I said, okay, if price closes above this line, I have no use in being in this trade anymore. Whereas usually I might dig in a little bit deeper and build the position, because I was one contract, one touch bracket, so it really wasn't that big at all. And like I said, I took a $10 loss, but I want to show you the pattern that's so powerful that saved me a lot of money, and will save you money too, especially with Nadex, because you can't place a hard stop, which isn't a bad thing, I don't think. In some cases it probably could, but on like 99.9% of your days, don't worry about not having a hard stop. It's okay, especially if you're day trading, you're right in front of it. There's nothing wrong with having a hard stop. There's nothing wrong with having a stop loss placement like I've had right there. So I told myself, if this can't hold it down, when this comes up, if it cannot hold it down and shows signs of support, I'm going to get out. All right, well, we came up, we got this beautiful candle right here. Let me erase. We got this beautiful candle right here, which really didn't tell me much, and then we got this candle here, which it was a rejection. So I said, okay, I'm safe, I'm staying in this trade. So we turned back down, but we did not get all the way back down to this area. Instead, we found support right there and spiked all the way up to here. Now at the same time, I'm not freaking out. Now all I got to do is wait for confirmation that this is going to hold. So it comes back in, it doesn't really hold, and it doesn't really hold on this one, but on this one it just kind of jumps up, and I'm like, okay, this is not good. And then this one, it closed, it tried to sell back off, and then it closed above. Let me show you this. See how it closed above my line right there? I ended the trade. That trade was over on this candle. Now, that resulted in a $10 loss, basically, because I got out here, I got in here. It was like a $2.2 loss or whatever. Now, had this been a normal day, I probably would have held that, and because I had this area up here that I really wanted to short, And on this spike, see, I could have definitely shorted more, which would have brought my average from here to here. And then once we came down into this area, I could have taken profits just as easy. So, but I just want to throw that up there, because if you pay attention to stopping out is just as important as taking profits, right? I mean, you got to know when a trade is no good. And if it doesn't go to your liking, there's no need in being in it and trying to dig in and fight your way out. You should just stop out and move on into the next trade signal, and then let it play out and take the money and take the money and take the money, and then the next time it doesn't play out, take the loss. However the pattern works out, you can't be afraid to do that. It's just part of the game. That's how I play stop losses, and I just wanted to throw that on there, throw this video up there so you could see how exactly I do that. And I don't just, I don't take it as soon as it's hit. I let it hit, and then I let it find its footing, and then that's when I get out. So even here, if you'd have been short in this area, and then it broke out and you said, okay, I'm going to get out on the test of that line. So on this spike and this push and this push, it moved away, which give you a lot more negative. But instead of saying, okay, I'm going to dig in and wait for this thing to come back down here to collect profit, you're now saying, if I can get it just to touch this line and reject it, then I'm going to stop out. So, and see how that would work right there. You would have, old resistance becomes new support, and you're able to identify that and say, okay, this trade is not legit. I need to get the heck out. Anyway, Trey Campbell signing off. It is Friday, so I'm going to go and enjoy the rest of my evening and my weekend. Ending on a green note, ending on a green day, ending on a really green week. Beautiful week. I won't get into all of it. The video's long enough. My main focus was just to throw that up there for you guys to take and study and ponder. Take care, guys, and until next time, trade safe, and we'll talk to you next time.